It is Let's Talk Arts and Entertainment on WMAY. Now, at this time, you usually know what the season is for the Springfield Theatre Centre. You have some plays, maybe some concerts, musicals. But there is still a lot happening at the Springfield Theatre Centre. A lot of virtual events and some things to definitely want to look out for. And here to talk with me about all the various things happening at the Springfield Theatre Centre are Jen Gronewald and Jacob Deters. How are you guys doing?
Hi there.
Good to see you guys. So there's a lot happening, and the first thing that is happening starting up tomorrow night actually is there's a couple of talkbacks. Talked about this previously a little bit with Betsy Butel, who's going to be doing part of it tomorrow night. But the Spirit of Lincoln, they're showcasing a couple of scenes and partnering with Looking for Lincoln to have a bit of a Q&A and a talkback. So Jacob Deters, if you would like to talk a little bit about what people can expect to see and what really is going on with the Spirit of Lincoln.
Yeah, so we have the very fortunate opportunity to partner with Looking for Lincoln, and they've been so gracious and kind of getting the word out about the Spirit of Lincoln project that we produced in the fall. And so they to kind of partner up with February and Lincoln's birthday, they wanted to kind of do these different individual talkback sessions where they will play a couple scenes from the Spirit of Lincoln, or the production that we produced back in the fall, and then have some different conversations and talkbacks with either some of the cast members or production team on kind of the process, or what Lincoln means to them in this process. So that gets kicked off. Kicks off tomorrow, and there's two other dates: February 10th, 17th, and 24th. STC decided that this might be a great opportunity to kind of bring back the Spirit of Lincoln as well. So for those of you that maybe missed it back in the fall, or just want to see it again, we're going to have that have the ability to kind of to see the whole production. So you'll get to see the small scenes for free through the Looking for Lincoln events. But then afterwards, you can then check out our events once again on our Showtix for You site. Where you will be able to kind of connect and watch it the show if you haven't gotten a chance to, or see it again if you want to again.
Nice. So the Spirit of Lincoln, so that's back up on Showtix then? People can watch that anytime they want, or they will be able to?
Yes, absolutely. Yep. So yeah, we're going to be Jen, I can't remember how long you had it up for, but I believe it's at least up through the Looking for Lincoln events. So patrons that didn't get a chance to see it, or who are new to it, will get an opportunity to see the full production again.
All right, that's awesome, and definitely sort of, if you want to watch it beforehand or even as a supplement, in the middle of all these going on, definitely so you can get sort of a lot of context there as well. But I mean, I'm sure there'll be a lot of context at these events happening tomorrow and the subsequent Wednesdays. Man, that is really cool. So it'd be cool to be able to watch the Spirit of Lincoln once again, and of course take part in these events going on starting tomorrow night. I want to jump over to you, Jen, about this production, Quarantines. This is something I feel bad. I did not know this was going on, and it's a very cool this cool play that is being put on. What is Quarantines, and who's putting it on at the Springfield Theatre Centre?
Yeah, so Quarantines is being put on by our ACTT group, which is our Active and Creative Teen Theater group. Who have actually been meeting this whole time during the pandemic over Zoom. And they wanted to do something in the interim. Their show was also canceled. They usually have a summer show. And this past summer it was canceled. And so we came together and decided, that they should also try to do something during this time. So Quarantines, it was written by Lori Allen, and it is a series of monologues about the teen perspectives on the pandemic. And the whole show it was directed by, it will be conducted virtually, but it was all directed by and will be performed, filmed, and edited by the teens in this group. We do have a couple of adult mentors working with them, but I did get to see dress rehearsal this past Sunday, and the teens are doing an amazing job. So I'm excited to see what they put together. It will also be a free show. We will have a video premiere on our STC Facebook page Saturday, February 20th at 7 p.m. It will be free to watch, as I said. They will be taking donations for ACTT so they can keep doing the things that they're doing. And then after that, we'll be streaming it on our Facebook page, Instagram TV, and YouTube. And again, that will be free. There are about 7 monologues in it, so it should probably run about half an hour, but it's very cool perspective, the teen perspective on the pandemic. And I think it's so important for them to be able to do this and put it out there for the public as also a way to handle their own emotions and feelings that are going on right now. So,
right. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that. ACTT always puts on some great shows, and a very important piece to put on right now. So February 20th, and that is a free show, but donations are accepted and definitely encouraged. Supporting the arts any way you can. February 20th, that is a date you'll want to keep in mind. We'll talk about it in a little bit coming up here. We're going to jump next month to the month of March, where there will be many, many things going on in March. A lot of master classes, which a lot of people, you'll be able to participate in those. So Jacob Deters, about these master classes, what can people expect and what are people going to be able to see?
Yeah, so this series kind of came about. Reggie Guyton, who's a part of our board, kind of came up with this idea that especially right now, a lot of our artists in the community are kind of they're thriving for something more out there to increase their education, increase their skills during this time. While there's not a whole lot going on, production wise or things to audition for. So kind of Reggie and Jen and I, we kind of worked together and started to kind of plan out some different series and different classes that really could kind of hone artist skills during this kind of unique and strange time. So I'll let Jen go over a little bit about some of the different classes and topics that are coming up, but definitely I think it's a really exciting new project that STC has never really kind of ventured into before. And with the land of virtual Zooming, this is a great opportunity to kind of investigate it and see how our community responds to this Masterclass series.
Yeah, absolutely. Jen, what do we got going on with these various masterclasses?
Well, they're going to be happening throughout the month of March, as you said, all online through Zoom. We have a wide range of topics and presenters, both local and professional. I think there'll be something for everyone that's interested in the performing arts or theater. Some of the topics include creating theater safely in COVID, acting through song, creative storytelling, and acting and performing. Producing some Tony Award-winning shows. We do have a presenter coming from the Muni St. Louis who has also won several awards producing shows on Broadway. A consent culture in theater, which is staging intimacy as well as combat, any of those scenes that involve some close contact, staging that in a way that makes everyone feel safe and respected. We have another one on finding strength and vulnerability, which will be conducted by the person who won an award for Joss Banks, who won an award for his touring production of Kinky Boots. He played Lola, so we're excited to have him join us as well as one of those professionals. And then finally, we have this session geared towards college students who are interested in performing arts in college. Or beyond. So we have some panelists coming from the University of Illinois Champaign-Urbana, including a lyric theater professor, and also Seth Wheeler, who a lot of people around here know very well, who now is the events coordinator at Korean Arts at U of I as well. So anyone who's interested in performing in college, or also maybe working backstage, or just being involved in the theater in college. Some of the events are free, like that one. Some of the ones involving professionals, we are asking a little bit of a participation fee, but they will also involve some individual coaching and critique. And then other sessions, we're just asking for donations starting from $1 on up, whatever people can give to help out the arts.
All right, that is really cool. That is awesome. There is
Yeah.
definitely something there for everybody. What you have something there, Jacob?
Yeah, and I was just going to say there you might be also for those of you who are familiar with the Springfield area, another one of our presenters, Natalie Heather Randall, is actually going to be coming back, and she's a local Springfield native. She's coming back to be one of our presenters. So we're really excited to bring her back into the fold here at Springfield and get her expertise as she's been performing often in New York City and across the nation right now as well.
Yes, she has. That's great. And be seeing some familiar faces, some people coming back, and as like we said, there really is something there for everyone. So you wanna go to springfieldtheatercenter.com/master-class for that to make sure you register for your session there. I talked a little earlier. You want to keep that date, February 20th, in your back pocket, as there is a new production, a new concert that is going to be coming up. Auditions for that will you'll be able to watch sometime soon. So Jacob Deters, what's coming up? You could be auditioning for.
So Broadway Through the Ages is kind of a virtual concert that we decided to kind of put together and kind of bring the spirit of Broadway to you at home. I know that many of the shows that we produce at STC have been big Broadway hits, and so I think this is definitely going to kind of hit home for a lot of people to be a great kind of warm and kind of engaging experience for our patrons here. So we're going to be kind of presenting different selections from musicals from the 1920s all the way up until today. So lots of great things happening there. And like you said, auditions are February 20th. So this is actually one that we are actually wanting people to audition for and get involved with. So you can find more information on our Springfield Theatre Centre website. You'll be able to connect there, learn a little bit more about the different songs that you would need to be you're required to sing for the show. It is directed by Mark Wheeler, who has directed for us before. So he's kind of also the music producer and conductor for this as well. So he's been busy arranging songs and getting things ready for this virtual Broadway concert that we're really excited for. But we'll have more information specifically about the streaming of it. It's going to happen in April, but once we get things confirmed with our videographer and stuff like that, we'll be able to release some more information down the road so that you'll know how you will be able to view it in April.
Wonderful. That is going to be great. So those auditions are coming up. I believe those auditions are in person, right? You do have to be there to audition for
correct.
them.
Yeah, we will be using the proper COVID protocols. So we're doing small groups, sanitizing after each individual. So we're going to be keeping everyone safe in our community for those that are auditioning for Broadway Through the Ages.
Nice. So I want to make sure you guys follow the Springfield Theatre Centre page, keep up to date on their website so that you can get all the information for when that is coming up, and also just coming up at some point. Everybody loves the murder mystery dinner theater, so there is going to be probably a little bit of an update on that, right? It's coming up.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So our murder mystery is one of our kind of bigger events of the year, bigger fundraiser events that we put on. And actually, we were literally one day away from just a couple days away from premiering our last murder mystery, Sugar and Vice, right before the pandemic hit and Hoagland closed. And so this one kind of means a lot to us. But we've been coordinating with the cast and the staff of that show. And they are excited to kind of bring this to find a way to bring this production to life virtually. So we are currently in the process of solidifying some details with that, getting some filming dates, and getting all the costumes and the props and the sets back up and running, and some rehearsal time set up for them. But we're hopefully that in the late spring we'll be able to announce some more details about how you'll be able to view Sugar and Vice, which will be kind of hopefully bring things back in full circle as we begun the pandemic with having to postpone that show, and now they will get to kind of see this production take its full course and bring it to our community. And also, I'll let Jen talk a little bit more about hopefully some of the partnerships that we're trying to get connected with here as well with this murder mystery.
All right.
Yeah, so we are reaching out to some local organizations to try and provide some services that you would typically see at our murder mysteries, one of those being dinner and some beverages. So stay tuned for that. We don't have anything solidified yet, but the hope is that we can provide as close to the murder mystery experience as you would experience in person, even though you'll be watching it at home. So stay tuned for those details.
All right. Awesome. That's great. We'll be looking forward to that. In the meantime, make sure to tune in tomorrow for the Spirit of Lincoln Talkback event with Looking for Lincoln. And make sure in a couple of weeks that you head out to auditions for the Broadway Through the Ages concert. And then later that evening, catch Quarantines. And you'll have some time in between. You can also sign up for a masterclass. So many things going on at the Springfield Theatre Centre. Jen, Jacob Deters, thank you so much for joining me for this. Thanks for talking about everything, and we will be, I'm sure, talking again in the future.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's good to talk to you guys. It is Let's Talk Arts and Entertainment on WMAY.